The Department of Energy warned us last year about skyrocketing utility bills. They said, they're coming. They're coming. Why? Why are they coming? Well, according to you, it's record cold in demand, and it is certainly record cold plays a role in it. Demand, not so much. Demand, not so much. So why am I so concerned? The reason utility bills are skyrocketing in the United States is because of how much natural gas we export out of the country. That's why it's not a demand thing. We produce significantly more natural gas than we need. But what's coming ahead in the future is cause for concern. And that's because with what's approved and about to be built, we're going to add another more than 12 trillion cubic feet of natural gas exports per year out of the country. We're going to basically triple what we're doing right now, and we're already experiencing crazy utility bills. So in 2024, the United States will produce over 38 trillion cubic feet of natural gas and consumed a little over 32. So we produce significantly more natural gas than we need for our consumption. Why is it so high? Why is everyone paying so much? Why are utility bills so high? Because we export a ton of it. This was over 7 trillion cubic feet last year. 4.5 trillion cubic feet of that was LNG. Yeah. So, the Department of Energy came out and said, hey, we got a problem. We got a problem. Because the Department of Energy analysis exposes a triple cost increase to U.S. consumers from increasing LNG exports. A triple cost increase due to LNG exports. So I can only assume that a triple cost increase is the reason the Biden administration said, wait a minute, let's hold on a minute on these LNG exports. Americans' utility bills are skyrocketing, right? That kind of makes sense, right? And the counter argument by the right is no. We want all the exports we can get. Who cares? He's going to cut energy prices in half by sending all of our gas overseas. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of people say that by, consumers in the United States having to pay more for renewable energy projects from utility companies, that they are in essence subsidizing them. Yeah, they love to say that. They don't say that though about fossil fuels, do they? If we're exporting as much as we are, and we plan on exporting as much as we plan on, right? And everyone's utility bills skyrocket, would that not mean the same thing? Would that not mean that the American consumer is, in a sense, subsidizing the LNG exports through their utility bills? Yes. Yes, it does. So what the American consumer is facing right now is they're having to pay, right? They're having to pay for their utility company to build out their renewable energy infrastructure. At the same time, they're having to pay for elevated natural gas costs because we're exporting all of our surplus out of the country, and we're actually losing inventory because we're exporting so much. You can't just say, oh, it's just cold weather. Like cold weather doesn't happen? Like that's not a thing? Does everyone suddenly have to have $1,000 utility bill because it got cold? No, that's ridiculous. So the real question is, who do we prioritize? Do we prioritize Americans? Or do we prioritize companies that are exporting our natural resources overseas? At the end of the day, that's the question you got to ask yourself. Thanks.